Congress this week is debating whether to provide financial assistance to American car makers. People are calling it a bailout, and that's not what Detroit wants you to call it. They want you to call it a necessary rescue for this absolutely vital American industry. But that issue is what's exactly at debate this week, because the reality is the American auto industry is a lot more complex than that. It's true that the American auto industry employs over 700,000 people when you consider Detroit's GM, Ford, and Chrysler triumvirate, plus all the suppliers that are attached to them. But it's also true that Toyota has plants in Texas, and that Nissan has plants in Tennessee, and that this week Honda inaugurated construction on a new plant in Ohio. And the reality is the American auto industry is much more complex, and some would argue that while there could be huge job losses if a Detroit car maker fails, there could very well be huge job growth for some of the other car makers who build cars here. In fact, many of the Toyotas or Hondas you buy are probably built in your home state. So the question at hand is, what would happen if a GM or if a Ford fails? They both claim they don't have enough cash to make it through 2009. That may or may not be the case. But if they do fail, will Toyota be able to make up the difference? It's very possible they will. It's also possible they will not. Toyota's mum on the subject, and GM is claiming complete poverty. It's a very interesting topic, and it's one that touches on more than just jobs. It also touches on an institution of manufacturing that's been a backbone of this country. It also even touches on national security, and some would argue that without a functioning auto industry, this country can't fully be prepared to defend itself. All those arguments are being made this week in Washington as the CEOs of the three car makers appear before Congress. And all those arguments are being carried out in living rooms around America as this whole country considers what is the future of what is America's most symbolic industry.